So new shiny bits.
Not gonna make it go any faster, but it's just snuck down. I'm not doing
I mean, that might get you into the 12s.
Well, I'm already there. It might slow me down to the 12s. I don't know.
Yeah?
Yeah, maybe. But we're gonna have to remove it to put the plate back under it.
Well, right now what we're going for is lowest possible height for hood clearance. So comes in all these little other vacuum fittings. So the not cheapest throttle body you could ever imagine.
Pretty much this has been a way over budget build from the beginning. I'm gonna start blaming Mike right there.
Yeah.
You ought to get that aftermarket block. Oh well, you know what you ought to do? You gotta
Well, do we need any... You got any liquid PTFE?
I do.
This
Put them in?
this all started with I wanted to put a big block in the convertible, and Mike goes,
Well, first mistake is the convertible.
no, that's a legit
No,
car.
they suck.
No, it's a legit car. But I was gonna put a big block in that because it was a turbo 302, but it was not holding oil pressure idle anymore. So I was like, oh, it's a 150,000 mile engine, stock block. And so, all right, I'll do the big block. And then Mike goes, hey, have you ever thought about doing a 351 Cleveland? I was like, no. I found one, so.
Well, for my defense, John had a 460 block
I did.
and a crank
Yep.
sitting in the corner of his garage in Florida.
Yep.
So what does that do when it's in a corner of a garage in Florida?
Well, the block was fine. The crank was trash.
It rusted.
Yeah, it was rusted.
And the block was half rusted too, because it was right by the garage door.
Well, I had after I machined it though, I covered it and oiled it. So
yeah,
it
it was still rusty.
But it was a 30 over 460 block. And
So it needed to get rehoned again.
Yeah. But anyway, in my defense, I don't give a shit. That would have been a lot cheaper. I don't give a beep.
I don't know.
That would have been a lot cheaper than what I'm doing right now. Holy cow. But I also wouldn't be going as fast as I'm going to be going.
Well.
There'd have been a lot of weight on the nose compared to this.
So, back on the Clevor, John got some parts. We're just fitting some shiny bits, just for
Might
You know.
thread all of these.
Yep, cross thread every one of
Yeah?
them. Yeah.
That's,
And then smoke it down.
That's the mic way.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah, that's the way I do everything.
Every time you pull something that he's done, you pull it out, all the threads come out. Got a helical in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's like,
Yeah.
I bought my first helicoil kit because of Mike.
Yeah, well, Sasquatch. We had a helical in my T5 years ago because I went stupid and I was using my impact gun to loosen, to take everything off, and I zipped it on. Zing! And you're like, well, that wasn't good. And I was like, I just smoked it right into the bell housing. I was like, oh no. Yeah. So we had a helical with
Yeah.
bell housing. It was the bell housing that I stripped out. Pretty sure.
Probably one of the starter bolts or something.
No, it was
One of the big ones?
It was the gear. It was the one of the four from one of the big mounts from the T5 to the.
Like, well, I got bell housings here. So one of these.
It was the bottom one. Yeah, it was
one of
one of the
these?
bottom corners. Yep, that's it. I stripped the crap out of it. I mean, the bolt just came right back out with all the threads. I was like, that's what happens when you're drinking. I do. I'm drinking and doing stuff. So
All right.
Mike's like, shut up. Let me do some talking.
Well, we need to pull the intake off, and we need to flip this engine over.
So we can get to
We
the
get to
problem.
get the pan because here, spin it over.
Well,
Pete.
hang on a second.
Oh, you wanna?
You want to spin the motor over first?
Well, I just want to see if you can hear the sound. It's right on it now. So if
Ready?
you turn it over quickly, like, yeah, now back. You feel it?
No.
Go a little bit further.
There
you
it
go.
is. That's it. That's it right there. Yeah, it's definitely
Yeah. So something
interfering.
as we tighten the oil pan gasket down, it sat. Something's starting to rub in the oil pan now.
Take this and just chuck it in there.
So,
Have we got enough room to...
well, let's pull everything off. can come out. Set this in the box back down there. Just down there. That's just on there. These are on. They're not going to fall off because they're on there with the big long bolts. So we can spin this over. Nothing should fall out.
And if it does, well, yeah, the valve covers are secure.
Get ready to catch.
Ready. Set it. Is that the rocker arms?
Probably,
Yeah,
yeah.
because I don't think they're bolted. They're not going anywhere. They're just gonna make some noise.
Let's tip it back straight.
Yeah. We'll edit that part out.
Well, let's do the push rods first then.
Well,
So we need an Allen key. Take these off so we can do the push
well,
rods.
I don't know if we should do that. We should just secure at least temporarily the rockers because we still need to rotate to do the push rods.
That's correct. All the lash and everything.
Yeah. So let's just secure the rocker arms first, and then. Do you remember which size the Allen wrench was?
No, I do not. There should be a little jar down there with all the nuts in it for the rocker arms. Yep. Let's whip these valve covers off here quick.
Way too big.
Yeah, we say 3 of them ready to fall off.
Whoops.
So
Told Mike not to yet.
yeah,
Just putting these on there and not snuck in
these were just resting on.
the shafts.
But yeah, like John just said, these are really, really good hardware.
Good quality.
So like they have all the little nubs on the end, so the bolts or the nuts start perfectly. And
Yep, there's been absolutely this flawless. I mean, these are so precision machined. It's good stuff.
well, just put 1 or 2 threads on because it's all going to have to come off.
I was just putting them on so they didn't slop around.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter.
Because the push rods, in order to fit them, we're going to have to.
Yeah, we'll have to pull them back off.
So
We still going?
Mike just wants to put a few threads on.
yeah, just so they don't fall off.
I was just
again.
keeping it from flopping around. I'm pretty sure that no matter what I do, Mike's gonna say, "No, I can't get this way." No, if I put a few threads on you, no, go ahead and
Whatever you do, I'm going to say the opposite.
snug. Yeah, exactly, snug it down.
I went to the dyno yesterday. We'll keep those figures.
Here we go with the numbers again.
No,
Good.
no. I said to Jill today, I said, are you going to ask me how I got on yesterday? And she went, well, I wouldn't know what it meant anyway.
At least she's honest.
I was like,
Fair enough.
bless her.
At least did he ask you if you were happy about it or anything, or
If you're asking, you're happy.
One more?
Here.
No.
I was just messing with you. It's my motor anyway. It doesn't matter if I'm messing with it.
I don't want to have to pay to replace those.
Nope. I don't want to have to pay to replace any of them.
So, all right, now it should be safe to spin it over.
All right, let's try it again. You ready, Pete?
Sure?
Yeah, we're just gonna. Yeah, it's fine.
All right, but we'll bring it back when we get the oil pan off.
Yeah, that way we don't hear any more mistakes.
Clink the planks,
Yeah.
you know, when we spin things around.
Heads fall off.
It's gonna hit the pickup a little bit. That's the trap doors. All right, so right there, I'd say it's where it was hitting.
It's definitely a mark there. Yep.
Yeah. You got a big hammer?
Oh yeah, you can see the. Oh,
Oh,
you
shit.
just
Yeah, that's the aluminum. Well, I saw it and I was like,
I think you'll find he wanted to video that.
yeah.
he's on it's on video. I mean, that's it.
Well, as long as you didn't go flicking it in the motor.
No. It's just the bass boat paint
All right, well.
from the.
Oh, well, that's good. So
So we're gonna have to bend that up.
tap that down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And while we're at it, we may as well clearance the rest of it too, just so that we don't have
Yeah.
that.
Well, it kind of does look like it ramps up a little bit toward the rear,
Yeah.
but if that's the only one that's hitting. That's the only one that's hitting.
Well, maybe at RPM, I don't know.
They don't get longer at RPM, mate. Not that much.
Well, that's what it was.
There you go. Easy fix. That's what we like.
Yeah. Now we gotta fix it.
We gotta clean this back off.
Yeah.
Try not to get any googe back in the motor.
Yeah, done that.
Oh, okay, we can get all the googe in the motor you want. I'm fine with it. We want to set it down here on the chair. We're running out of real estate again. So I'll take care of this later. And we were going to do the push rods next.
Yep. So,
So,
go ahead and do that.
Let's spin it back around.
This is the good lubricant. I'll bring some of this home later.
Smells like cinnamon.
Yeah. So,
It sounds like a stripper's name or something.
exactly. So make sure we're down seated.
So we have 2 different length push rods that we measure for this engine.
Damn hot rod.
The intake push rods are, I don't know if you can read it, they're going to be 8.9 inches.
Yep.
And the push rods are unique for shaft mounted rocker setups because if you look at the end, see how it's got like a little relief cut around the ball? And on the other end is just this, it's neck down, but it doesn't, it's just a traditional ball end.
It doesn't taper in as much.
So this goes up towards the rocker because they, you know,
It has
they
to have more
rotate so much.
clearance because it's got to move so much,
Yeah.
and it's got to have that clearance on the top of it.
So
We're gonna be doing this one next.
we have 15 more to go.
Well, we're gonna
Then we set the valve line.
we're gonna alternate, or we just want to do all the.
These are all the
intakes
exhausts,
first? Okay.
all the 8.8s. So let's get all those on first.
Okay.
And then we'll get the intakes, and then we'll start setting some lash. All right, this one should be ready.
All right.
It doesn't take much turns on
No, it
this
doesn't.
to take up all the
Hang on a second,
slack.
let me back it up. There we go. Okay. And right about there.
So, and back it off a kiss.
Okay, got a little tighter, but we're good.
And then that.
It's a little we're snug. Hang on a second. There's still a little bit of play there. We're good.
All right. All right, let's do this a bunch more times. All right, so the green line means that the nuts here were torqued, and the blue line means that the lash was set, and this nut was torqued. So, whew.
Oh no, we had the wrong side.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see how far the valve is open. Let me,
Pretty good.
It may not focus that.
yeah, that's what 7,000 lift looks like at the valve.
Should be 706 to be exact.
That's what we're going to call it for the night. It is almost 11 o'clock.
I still have half inch till coil bind.
So, I think I'm going to be putting the pan back on here in the week.
With a little bit of modification.
Yeah,
Yeah, I gotta do some massaging.
yeah, it's nothing major. And then got the gaskets for the valve covers. Put the valve covers out. We have the rest of the hardware for it. And I could probably put the... I'm going to turn the stupid light off and wave it all around.
Meanwhile, the hearing impaired are like, "Thank you very much, Mr. Michael."
Yeah, I'm getting seizures. So I can put the intake valley, what they call that thing is, yeah.
The tray, yeah.
Yeah.
It's over here. Put that down.
I think it kind of goes the other way, but we're not. That's
know.
for the visually impaired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just checking.
Chance
Yeah.
there, didn't he?
I was just seeing if they were paying
Yeah,
attention.
right.
And
The
yeah.
one time I was, thank God.
So
Otherwise, I should. Oh, that looks great. Send it. No.
yeah. So things will be going together for the last time, and we'll be in a happy place.
Last time.
we say that until we have to make adjustments because we're definitely going to be doing this all again.
Well, it shouldn't be.
It won't
well,
be. It'll just be adjustments, but we're not going to.
But these were finicky. I mean, it was
Man, were
like,
they ever? It was like that, like a
yeah, like,
millimeter.
from
and
there
that
to
was it.
there. On the Allen wrench is too tight to too loose. So,
Yes, a millimeter instead of the imperial.
so.
You are being assimilated.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for sticking around. We're gonna keep cracking on this, and we'll catch you in the next video. So, See you soon, guys.